Here's my problem. I cannot get it because of this standing water. It's a puddle all around here. Not gonna be able to get it, unfortunately, at least not today. On the positive side, I am gonna take this grill. Somebody already took it out, so that'll save me some time. I would get that AC actuator, but I don't want to be crawling on the ground. And I got one coming already from eBay. It's only gonna save me like $10 if I pull this one in. They finna close in an hour, so I'm just gonna take this. I'm just gonna take this grill and at least call it a successful trip. All right, this is how it should look. This is the one from the scrapyard. You see this piece right here? You see how I said it sits in that groove and mine didn't? So that's how it's supposed to be. All right, to get this out is 2 hex bolts at the bottom. It's the 932, 2 of those. I'm gonna pull this out and then I'm gonna unclip this. But you wanna make sure your battery negative is disconnected. That's the crash sensor. So when you do that, make sure there's no power in the vehicle. And then of course, unclip this and then you just go around. I think these are 11s. There's 11s and 10s. It's 8 of them. You just go around. You're gonna pull this off. You're gonna pull this handle off. And after that, you should be able to just dip this whole piece out. All right, and just to be clear, when you take this off, there should be no power in the vehicle. Disconnect the negative terminal. You're doing it on your vehicle. And you don't keep this piece. We're actually gonna take this off when we get to the house, because you have to transfer the one from your original vehicle. This is the crash sensor, so make sure you just be careful with that. All right, next you want to take the door handle off. You want to pop this off, and then the door handle, you kind of just want to, not gonna be able to do it with one hand, but kind of just want to jiggle this out. It comes out. There's no bolt holding that in. All right, here's the bracket for the armrest. You want to get a star hex bit, and you just want to loosen those bolts so you can swing it a little bit, because you need to unclip the rest of the clips that go to the speaker so you can pull it away from the actuator. And then the clip that goes into the motor, you can go ahead and get down there and unclip that as well. So I actually put this bracket back because it's just easier that way. And now it's to the fun part. So it's 8 of these, 2, 3, one of these on both sides, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, important note, these right here don't come all the way out. These don't come all the way out, so you can back these out. They're not gonna come all the way out. Just wanna loosen them good. Keep doing this stuff. All right, now it's the fun part. I got all the bolts out. I'm gonna take the bolts with me because you just never know if you round a bolt or if you get in there in your vehicle, you're missing a bolt or one gets stripped. So take the original hardware with you, but last thing, you want to get in here. You see that? I don't even know if y'all can really see it. And you want to loosen that bolt on both sides. You want to loosen that on both sides, and that should let the window come down. And also your window should be taped up. You know, just tape it up just so it doesn't slam down. Just make sure it stays up here. So you gotta do this for like 30 seconds, so it's fine. All right, first pop this off to bring it out. And you want to see these bolts, they go through these holes. These are the bolts you didn't take off. And now this should come down. Now I should be able to take this whole thing out, yep. you see, we got it. The only issue is this little rubber piece is supposed to go all the way through like that, but I think that if I can heat this up with like a heat gun or something, I should be able to get that rubber to go back through there, and that's not a big deal. Got the regulator, the cables look good, so I'm gonna take this one. All right, right here, what you want to do is you want to take the negative terminal off your battery. You want to kill the power to the car, because we are going to mess with that crash sensor. So make sure there is no power to the vehicle. Just go ahead, slide it to the side, and let's continue. All right, I got everything unhooked off the old one. Now we're just gonna go ahead and swap this over, take this off, and put it on the new one. Just need a Torx bit, and then clip everything back up, and it should be good. Also, make sure that the regulators line up. There are some slight differences year to year from these vehicles, and you don't want to waste a bunch of time and have to go back to the scrapyard and return stuff. So make sure that it is correct. Put it in the vehicle, line up the bolts, and make sure that the bolts are lined up. Make sure that there's a bolt for every hole on your vehicle. Make sure that it is the correct year regulator that you're installing. Like I said, there may be some subtle differences if you pulled the wrong year. Now you want to get ready to manipulate this thing, and it is going to fall into place, but it is not that easy. I went ahead, I started with the bottom right-hand corner. That's how I attacked it. And I just kind of had to pry up on different things and get it in there. It's a little puzzle. Then we're going to go ahead, we're going to screw down that armrest because we do need it. So clip that little clip behind it, screw it up. And now we're going to go over here to the door handle. I had it taped up and keep it out of my way. The door handle, it only goes in one way. You can't mess it up. It will not go in the other way. It clips in. However, you see that little spring? That little spring is tricky. And if you get that little spring wrong, it is not going to go in correctly. I'm going to show you how I messed up because this is important. All right, important note as I get this buttoned up. I got everything clipped back up how it was. I think one of these goes through to the door, like it goes through a hole down there, and then the other two, they scoop up under here. So everything else is buttoned up how it should be. But one important note, the door handle. I was wondering why my door handle was all crunchy. And the reason why it was all crunchy like that is because this spring, the leg to this spring is supposed to sit right here on the outside of this plastic. Like, that's the way it was when I took the video. So I got to take this door handle back off and put that spring on the outside. It's a little leg. See that leg to that spring? Try to put my finger on it. That little leg to that spring has to sit right here, whereas you see it has a mark. Shouldn't be sitting on the metal door. That's why it was sounding so crunchy. That's why it's important to take video of this stuff when you do it, so you don't mess up. So yeah, that's supposed to sit like that, with this on the outside. All right, let's go ahead and start snugging this stuff back down, snug it back down. You don't need an impact, just snug it back down. All right, make sure you got the speakers hooked up right. Make sure everything's clipped in right. You transfer it over your sensor. Everything's together. The door handle's good. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna hop in the driver's side, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna let this window down. Also, take your tape off. Take the tape off. Take the tape off. All right, it's actually not gonna work unless it's clipped back to this side. So I'm gonna clip these back in, but I'm not gonna put this door card all the way back in. Kind of awkward because I really don't have nowhere to sit this door card at. So I'm just gonna let it swing. But if everything goes right, this window should go down, and then I should be able to snug these tins up to this window, and you should have a working regulator. I guess what I have to do is just, now I have to worry about getting that window set in that bracket right, but at least it's going down. It is going down, you see? So once I get it right, the window will go down. I don't know about you all, but I had to grab it from both sides and like force it in there, like jimmy it in there. Now it should work. So let's take a good look. There we go. But I'll do that again because I just misaligned it by pushing it all the way down. Okay, I done rolled the window about halfway down. You can see the glass. So I dropped tools, but this one is not in there right. So we're gonna sit this in there right and get everything bolted back up.